Forecast here across the country on this Labor Day. Hopefully a lot of folks still have plans to be outside because for most of the country it's going to be pretty nice.
Yeah, it really will be. I mean, you can look at the satellite and radar and just see how dry everything is from Montana, stretching down to portions of Mississippi and northern Alabama, and then off towards the East Coast. Most of the moisture trying to move off the Northeast.
Right, exactly. The front clearing out, at least for the Northeast. For the Southeast, though, we had a lot of rain yesterday across North Carolina. We're going to be tracking some more showers there. And all eyes to Texas here. Some beneficial rain, but could lead to flooding.
Yeah, that's going to be a big concern in areas that aren't quite used to getting that much rain that quickly. Meanwhile, the numbers, they're very depending on where you still have some moisture here. Just pushing in offshore. This, by the way, is the tropical rainstorm that we've been following throughout the day. It's enhancing a lot of the moisture and even pushing it well into portions of Texas. Look at this, central and western Texas getting the rain. Thunderstorms may be waking you up around the Lubbock region this morning, or even as you go a little bit farther north of that end along the I-20 corridor, spots from Abilene to Odessa, Midland. We don't often start off the day with rain like this in the summer months, but we are dealing with that in the sky to help pick up some of this moisture. So we have a huge ridge in place across the nation, so it's helping so much of the central U.S. dry. But where we have just enough energy spinning through the south central, that's where we're stuck with some of that moisture. Notice how it doesn't really go anywhere even into Wednesday. It's a slow moving setup, and it's just kind of aimlessly wandering through the south central U.S., which is why we'll be dealing with the rain. Another reason why, check out the precipitable water. This is a measure of all the water in the atmosphere as you work your way up. So that column of air, how much water is in there? And there's quite a bit of it across Texas. So as we get the energy that's just enough in the sky to squeeze out this rain, that's when we get those soaking thunderstorms. And that's what we'll set up for as we head through today. So you can see today we've got that moist flow coming in, allowing for those showers and thunderstorms even into central and western Texas. This is also kind of the tail end of the boundary that brought this. I feel like we're flipping the coin.
Yeah, it's kind of shows the two sides here of this storm system, where
especially depending on the time of day that you're going. Ariella and Lindsay putting this together, kind of the worst times to travel later on this morning. So if you can do it before 10 a.m., that's going to be your better bet here as we look at travel across the nation. Right now, really no problems here through so much of the nation. Where I do expect maybe some challenges later on this morning, or still could be this morning, is around Little Rock off towards
And good morning, everyone, and welcome back to AccuWeather early on this Monday morning, on this Labor Day. Maybe you're sitting at the airport watching us here, and I hope you had a good destination no matter where you were.
Yeah, a lot of people taking to beaches, mountains, camping. I feel like there's a lot of great camping weather.
Oh, for sure. These cool nights. Ooh. Hopefully your sleeping bag kept you warm overnight. We'll talk about even chillier temperatures moving back on in. But first, today temperatures will be right near the historical average across Baltimore. That's highs in the lower 80s. I wanted to give you a little bit of a preview here of what to expect this week across the Northeast. The first half of the week is just absolutely brilliant. High pressure in control that brings us sinking air, low humidity that flow out of the north, so temperatures will be at or even below the mid-Atlantic into the interior Northeast. It is feeling comfortable out there thanks to low humidity and thanks to temperatures being below the historical average in a lot of locations. I mean, we don't get out of the 60s today in Buffalo and Burlington, lower 70s with sunshine into Pittsburgh, warmer the bit farther east you go here into New York City and Washington, D.C., but still highs into the 80s. An excellent start to our Labor Day. And then tonight, it gets chilly. We're talking a lot of 40s. Burlington, 10 degrees below the historical average. That brings us down to 48. Typically a comfortable night into early September, and Pittsburgh is 60, but we're dropping into the upper. The places that are going to be seeing the rain over the next couple, towards the end of the week. Our rain threat really is going to be more into the mid